Less than 10, less than 10, less than 10. Mom, welcome to YouTube. You've been on it before. Looks like Robbie's got a passenger. Oh my, where'd you pick up this guy?
He's holding my lunchbox.
Really? I'm doing my due diligence down here. As you can see, this is a bit of a natural dip in the field. These lower lying areas are areas that will generally lay a little more moist. So I'm checking these to make sure they're close or about ready to go. And I know that if these look pretty good, feel pretty dry, that the rest of the field, why would there be an issue as long as we did our jobs right, as long as we tedded correctly, as long as we're raking correctly, as long as the mower conditioning system was working. So you tend to go to the worst areas, and if those are pretty much good to go, then you should be good to go with the rest of the field. That's the only way you can kind of assure yourself. I can't go check every windrow. I want to, but I can't. It's time. I got the baler out. We're ready to go. I'm going to try to dial in weights. I'm going to probe a few, make sure moisture's good, and then I'm going to send the other balers out on their merry way. We have the Massey 5710 lined up. The Massey 1840 inline baler. It's baler number 6. Baling has gotten a little more complicated, but in a good way. I will show you guys. So we have added a bale scale to the back of the baler. So we should be able to hopefully figure this out and see the weight of every dropped bale right here. We have our preservative system. We have the nodder fan to keep it clean. We have our Midland radio. The one thing this is missing is a stroke counter. We don't have a stroke counter in yet, but I don't need a stroke counter. I can count manually. The other ones do have a stroke counter. We're going for about 12 strokes a bale. So here's how we get started. We make sure everything's good. Hydraulic 1 should put the baler down. We're good. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the PTO on. I'm going to gear it up, rev it up a little bit. We run these balers at 540 RPM. Way too high. So I don't know, you'd call that pretty much half throttle, I guess. Let's see. I will turn the nodder fan on, which is that black fan right there, right in the middle. It blows and keeps the nodder clean. Then we have a preservative system on, So I will turn the entire system on, get power to it. It's going through its working mechanisms. It's on 0.3. We're going to bump it down to target rate of 0.2. And that should be about the recommended dose for hay that doesn't necessarily need it, but these are really tight packages that the Baron puts them in. We stack them in big inventory batches, so there's not a lot of room to breathe. So this is like a insurance for us that the hay stays nice. That 0.2 rate is a dusting. On the outside rounds, I'm going to have the balers put on 0.5. That is a legitimate rate to make sure we counteract any higher moisture that might be there. Let's see, we're in 2A. That's a good start. I'll go ahead, I'll turn the blower on. It's yelling at me, the auger's not going yet. Alright, let's hit it. Let's see what we got. Alright, so I'm gonna, you guys probably can't hear it, but I'm trying to count flakes in my head. After I hear it tie off, I'll count the plunges. See how many flakes per bale we got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. That's perfect. I'm only going about 3 miles an hour, 13 flake bale. I'll let the chamber get dialed in. I'll let a few shoot out, and we'll see what the weights are. And we'll make sure things are running smooth. Less than 10. Less than 10, less than 10. We're doing a pretty good job. Less than 10, less than 10. All right, let's figure our weight here. I have no way of filming this, but I'm gonna pick it up and try to get the weight. See if I want to be around 43 to 45 pounds. That's what we want to be at. That's our market. That's a good tight bale. A lot of people lie about having 55-pound bales. We don't lie. We still sell multiple 100,000 bales a year, so we're doing all right. I had this baler calibrated for straw, rye straw, a couple days ago, so they did come in a little light. They scaled 39 to 40 pounds. I'm gonna bump up the pressure just a pinch and see if we can get them in that range that we wanted. This is actually kind of absurd. I am going 1.75 miles an hour and I'm only getting a 10-stroke bale. That's not what we want. I want 12. 10 is pushing the baler a little hard. I don't know if I have the life in me to go any slower than 1.85. That is really crawling. But we're in a bit of a heavy section. And I mean, it is consistently 10 flakes a bale, which is a pinch less than we want. Might just have to slow down. This is wild. Unfortunately, the scale's not really working, so we're gonna have to diagnose that. I'm hoping the bales aren't 0 and 1 pound. My scale's telling me about 43, so that's pretty good. I did my due diligence again. I got Wayne's grandson, or I think I sometimes get confused, also Rob's nephew in there. They're making good bales. We got the preservative figured out. Don, which is Rob's brother, hammering down. We got that figured out. My baler's dialed in, and we got Carl's baler behind dialed in. So we're just waiting on my mom and dad to show up, and hopefully my dad will take over for me, and Robbie will be getting in the Baron soon. Maybe I'll get in the other Baron, and we'll start stacking these up. We'll start bundling them up, get going, hauling them home. Reinforcements arrived. The head honcho showed up. He's in the baler himself. Are you gonna do the outside rounds at 0.5?
Not 0.5, 0.4.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're heavy.
I wouldn't even do down the hill.
I know.
Okay. So my dad is taking the specialty trip. He is gonna do the outside rounds at a heavier rate. Everyone else is gonna stay inside. This new product, Silo King, we're really excited about, but it is pricier, so we don't wanna waste it. So we're putting the dusting on the inside balers, and he's gonna put a heavier rate on the outside rounds. This is my mom. This is the head baler woman. Mom, welcome to YouTube. You've been on it before. Where's Lou?
Brought you a sandwich.
Is Lewis in the office? Thank you. Yeah. I got your baler set up. Spitting out good weights. We can't run over 2 miles an hour. It's like 1.5 to 1.9.
Got it.
You don't have a stroke counter, so but you have a cab, so.
Got it.
All right. Are you excited? You excited? You dropped your Slim Jims.
You want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Have a
Just
couple.
one. Just one.
Have a couple.
Nice. Thanks. We got 5 balers running. 2 Barons are getting going. We are in glory mode. This is awesome. Everything's running so far. Nothing's broke down. That will change by the end of the day, but we'll just enjoy it while it lasts. The balers with the scale on, we have to adjust it a little bit. They're standing upright, but it's not a problem for the Barons. I am following Robbie in the first Baron running around the field. I wouldn't normally do this because it makes more sense for him to get a bunch of bundles made, so I'm not darting all around and driving everywhere I don't need to. I'm following him because due to the fact that we narrowed the working width of the rakes, he's going to have a hard time getting between these rows of bales until he gets some bundled and opened up. So I'm trying to follow behind him and get the bundles cleaned up for him so he can get some space just to breathe and get moving. That is really meant for about the full width of our rakes, and for us to cut it short, it's going to make it really hard on the Barons. So I'll follow him around for a bit, trying to open up things behind him. And let's check out the very first bale. Wow, that is a nice looking bundle. Beautiful hay. Tight strings. You should be happy about that. Very happy. Nice hay. Interestingly enough, it will change moisture when it's in the Baron because I guess I worded that kind of inappropriately. It will read different moisture because it's a tighter package when it's in the Baron. Still low. Still low. Still low. I like it. Under 10s all around, people. Let's send it to Florida. Let's go. Justin showed up. He'll either get in the second Baron or we'll get in the telehandler. Eventually, Justin usually stacks the barn at home. So give us about an hour and we'll be able to start loading trucks, hauling them home, and Justin can get started stacking. We kind of don't rush stacking when the weather's really nice. We just try to get it baled and picked up, and we can always stack the next day. But if we were fighting rain, we won't be cleaning these up right away. You just make different priorities when the weather causes you to think differently. What's going on, PJ?
How's it looking?
We got it all settled in. All the balers dialed in. Robbie, we're only raking like maybe 80% of the rake width, so he's having trouble getting through, but the windrows are too big. So I followed him around and tried to get a path
Once he
open
gets
for
it
him.
opened up, right?
Yep. Is the barn ready at home?
Yeah.
What's
Got
going through your head now?
Got a water wagon going. I'm spreading the driveway a little bit with water.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Perfect. That'll be great.
See how it works.
It's better than nothing until we can get some more gravel down.
Yep.
I got everyone running 0.2. My dad's running 0.4 on the outside rounds. We're not even going to go down the hill over there because it's so
Yeah,
thick.
it's thick over there, ain't
So it wasn't even dry.
it?
So
No, I didn't figure it.
second Baron is rolling out. It's a great time to get some drone footage, I think. We got PJ, Justin Mott. His birthday is in 3 days. By the time that might get published, it might be his birthday. So wish him a happy birthday in the comments. Justin is, quite honestly, one of the greatest men I've ever been around. It is such a pleasure to work with him. He's pretty much like a brother or maybe an uncle because of the age difference to me. He's a really great guy, and I'm so happy he's here to support the farm. You just don't meet people like that every day. So Justin's really been a blessing on all aspects. So it's super nice to work around him and be around people like that. Everyone's great, but right now we're celebrating Justin because it's almost his birthday. I'm not going to tell you what age he is because it's maybe not for me to tell. I don't know. No, don't guess in the comments. That might be mean. I don't think he looks old, but I think just don't guess. Just wish him a happy birthday. I did mention it'd be a matter of time until something breaks down. The first one up to bat is the Baron sprung a major hydraulic leak, so we got to see what's going on here. Blasting everywhere?
This is a new one?
I think so.
It might be something loose, but I can't run it too.
Okay. The PTO shut off on these tractor seats like they should, so you can't really diagnose issues from outside of the tractor. Ready, Justin? Yeah. So we are on to breakdown number 2 of the day. This time is the trusty JCB. We're overheating. It seems like the reversing fan that blows out the radiator is stuck in reverse. So the fan is running at far less capacity than it should be, not blowing air through the engine the way it should, and we're overheating.
Has it been 2 minutes then?
2 minutes.
I said I gotta get down here and pretend like I'm doing something.
Rob, you already did about 4,000, you're saying?
Yeah.
Robbie's Baron already did about 4,000. I gotta imagine Justin's close to 2,803. He came in a little bit behind you. He broke down, but so we gotta be somewhere near 6 or 7 bundled up. There's probably
3 to 4 left.
3 to 4 left. Yeah, I'd say it's about 11,000 bale day. The final numbers are still coming in from the booth. All right, this is live, coming at you, waiting for the tallies.
Everybody clear?
Everyone's clear. We are crawling under this telehandler for probably the last 30 minutes trying to figure this out on the phone with JCB, and we unplugged some of the solenoids that should just bypass the reversing fan and let it just blow wide open, and we'll worry about cleaning it later, but even that's not working. Nothing?
No, so now I'm gonna unplug them.
Okay.
It literally started real slow though this time.
What did?
The van.
So we are back in action. It's just me, Justin, and Rob now, 2 Barons and 1 telehandler. This is unusual, but because of the like 3/4 rake pattern we were running, the Barons just don't have room to operate after they drop a bundle. So I'm here just making sure that I clean out behind them for the next guy. And we're gonna get these picked up tonight. We sent 4 trailers home that are loaded up. I didn't get any footage of that. And we'll come back tomorrow morning and hopefully pick up the rest of the bundles. Load that hay over there. That should potentially give us Sunday off, which is actually really cool. And I mean, we do strive for that. We don't want to work every day. So that'll be mowed on Friday. We'll ted it Saturday, ted it real quickly Sunday. Not a big deal. Just me and my dad can handle that. Have some more hay ready to go Monday. It's a good situation. This drought-like weather sucks for overall growth, but it makes making hay fairly easy. So just enjoy the positive, the bright side of anything you can, right? He's going pretty fast. Let's see here. Oh, you're flipped. Beautiful. Okay, try her again. I can't believe it. I'm just trying to get quality footage and he speeds up. It's like that a-hole that's going real slow. Then you go to pass him on the road and he speeds up, which I think is illegal in Ohio. Farming Insider aficionados, we are back on the morning of day 2 of this extravaganza. We have a lot of hay to pick up. We did do about 10,000 bales. The numbers finally came in, the live tallies. So this morning, Rob, Justin, and myself, and Rob's brother Don are gonna come out here and we're gonna try to clean all this up. We only sent 4 loads home yesterday, so we still have like over 8,000 or something to get home and hopefully put in the barn today before we start baling again. We got the back half of this property we gotta make. We have Carl and Jake hammering down, mowing the rest of this field. That should not take too long. I don't know, there might be another 50 acres in total over there that they're mowing. So that will be a nice project for, looks like Monday, depending on the weather. Looks like Robbie's got a passenger. Oh my, where'd you pick up this guy?
He's holding my lunchbox.
Bones is everywhere. This is the only semi that we currently run. We actually thinking if anyone has any for sale, we would like another 53-foot step deck or flatbed. You guys got one that's a good deal. We do have another Kenworth that we'd like to run and get out here. It's hard to get a lot of people that can run manuals. Don't mean to be offensive, but you know, younger people just grow up driving automatic. So we were thinking about getting an automatic, but you don't know. You never really know what's coming down the pipeline. We like to load the bundles across the trailer because we feel they're very secure. It is highly unlikely that they will tilt side to side because they're a 94-inch base right there. The hay came in nice, huh?
Yeah, it really did.
Oh man, it really did. Look at those orchard heads. Yeah, it is. Nice orchard alfalfa. No Timothy head showing, but the Timothy was so tender it just it visually shows itself in soft grass. The most important part of grabbing these bales is having a tine in the first bale and the 7th bale. As long as you get a hold of the beginning of the bundle and the end of the bundle, they usually stay put, they usually grab pretty well. It's when you miss one of those side parts, when you miss one of the outside bales of the bundle, you can get some weird things that happen. Final grab, the only one that matters. We are officially, the reports are coming in, we are officially getting 735 bales on this load. It took them, we know if it took them 5 minutes to load up. That is not a bad, the grand caravan for me today is the F600 with the 30-foot black load trail. We have the 40-foot on the F550. Seems a little bit backwards, but we should have 2 40-foots, just one's in the shop. Made it back with a nice load on blue load trail. I will get this unstrapped for Rob. I'll try to show you real quick where he's putting this stuff. We got a nice breeze today. Looks like Rob is stacking them all along. This would be the southern wall of the barn. We really like stacking this direction because there's no chance that this hay is going to fall towards us. Now, part of Rob doing a good job is the rakes doing a good job raking, the balers doing a good job making tight, uniform, consistent bales. And so when you have tight, uniform, consistent bales going into the bundles are nice, tight, and uniform and consistent. And then Rob can have nice, tight, uniform, consistent piles. So pretty much all starts from, yeah, not really day 1, more like day 3 with the rake. Nice windrows, good bales, good bundles, nice stack. Probably only like 2 or 3 more round robin trips with the 3 or 4 trailers and we'll be good to go. Let's watch PJ in action. I'm not sure that we'll finish tonight. It seems rather unclear. It turns out to be about a 13 to 14,000 bale farm, 2-day outing. So that's a lot of hauling back and forth, especially when it's like a 20-minute drive. The hay that's mowed looks fantastic. I have half of mine not to ted it. Ted it is where we run over the mowed swaths and spread it out and hopefully it doesn't even spacing and it dries a little better, picks it up off the ground. We almost always TED. Some guys, especially in Western Ohio, do not TED. But our downfall is we don't run a self-propelled mower. So every time our mower goes back and mows the strip next to it, it runs the hay over. And I'll show you guys the barn when we get home, and I think we'll call that a decent video. Thank you guys very much. Wish Justin a happy birthday. Hopefully he has a good weekend. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm excited to bring you in-field content. We made some changes this year. We're hammering down. The new barn's getting built, and it's just going to be a great year. Just a reminder, be kinder than you have to people. You never know what people are going through. No sense being a jerk when you don't have to be. Take it easy, guys. Oh, hey, it's me again real quick. Coming at you the morning after I thought the video was ending. I just wanted to show you guys something real quick. I wanted to update you on the stack. It is almost 2 bundles wide now. Robbie is about to finish it off. And we have probably another 1,400 bales still coming in from the big event, the big day that we showed you guys. So that'll be taking up quite a bit. It gets a little awkward stacking underneath the overhead door frame, but we'll manage. What I really wanted to show you guys is a system of quality control. This is some hay we baled. Let's see, today's Saturday. I think we baled it maybe Tuesday. I'm not too worried about moisture levels and heating and spoilage because of the dry weather we're having and low humidity. It makes it kind of easy. But what I like to do is probe around, find the wettest bundle I could find. This one was actually probing 19 still, so it's just a tough spot in the field. I stick this 3-foot thermometer in there. It goes all the way to the center of the bundle, and we measure temperature levels. This has not changed. This hay is not heating at all. It obviously wasn't that wet. If it was wet, the Silo King preservative that we're putting on is working really well. It's holding temperature. And that's just a little thing that behind the scenes that we take care of. In case you guys haven't noticed, making dry quality hay is our unbelievably top end #1 priority. If we don't make stuff dry, that is the difference between just flat out failure or success. I mean, getting stuff dry is so important in our market. We can't have discoloring, we can't have mold, we can't have dust. We just can't have it. It's got to be dry.